This one truth will change how you see your life forever, because one choice creates your entire path. If you're looking for motivation, wisdom, and life lessons, take the path of purpose.
What will the world look like in 50 years? What will the world look like in 50 years? That question is more than speculation. It's a reflection of our hopes, our fears, our choices, and our responsibility. Because the future is not something we simply enter, it's something we shape. The seeds we plant today, the technologies we develop, the values we teach, the systems we build will determine what kind of world the next generation inherits. And so we must ask with clarity, with courage, and with care, what is coming, and what will we do about it? To understand the future, we must first understand the past. Because history is not just a timeline, it's a teacher. 50 years ago, in the 1970s, the world looked vastly different. There were no smartphones. The internet didn't exist. The average person couldn't imagine a global, digital, hyper-connected society. But we got here through innovation, through struggle, through imagination. So what might the next 50 years bring? To answer that, we look at trends, science, and human nature. Let's begin with technology. In 50 years, artificial intelligence will likely be as common as electricity. It will power everything from healthcare to education to transportation. Machine learning will become more advanced, with AI systems potentially surpassing human intelligence in specific domains. This could lead to immense benefits: early disease detection, personalized education, autonomous vehicles, and efficient resource management. But it also presents ethical challenges. Who controls the AI? How do we prevent misuse? How do we ensure that human dignity is not lost in a world run by algorithms? These are not futuristic problems. They are moral questions we must face now. Then there's climate change. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, if we do not act decisively, the next 50 years could bring rising sea levels, extreme weather, food and water shortages, and mass displacement. Some cities may become uninhabitable. Entire ecosystems may vanish. But if we act with urgency, with innovation, with unity, the world in 50 years could be greener, cleaner, and more sustainable. Renewable energy, carbon capture, reforestation, sustainable agriculture. These are not dreams. They are plans. They are solutions already in motion. We might see oceans restored and species brought back from the brink of extinction. Our cities may be redesigned for people, not just cars. Buildings will be self-sustaining. Energy grids will be decentralized. The air will be clearer, the water safer, and the food more justly sourced if we choose that future. In 50 years, we will also see major shifts in geopolitics. Power may become more distributed. Emerging nations will rise. The global south will become a hub of innovation. Multilateral cooperation or conflict will define whether we build bridges or walls. Culturally, we may see more integration and more fragmentation. Technology connects us, but it can also divide us. Echo chambers, misinformation, and polarization threaten unity. But if we prioritize empathy, education, and truth, we can use technology to build understanding across borders, languages, and ideologies. The human population is expected to peak between 9 and 10 billion. This will put pressure on housing, food systems, and infrastructure. But it also means more minds, more voices, more creativity. If we invest in equity in education, in opportunity, in healthcare, we can unlock unprecedented potential. Science will revolutionize how we live. In 50 years, space travel may be commercial. Colonies on Mars may not be fiction. Quantum computing could solve problems we can't even comprehend today. Genetic engineering may cure diseases once thought incurable. Lifespans may increase, but so will the need for ethical frameworks, for boundaries, for humanity. In the midst of progress, our connection to the natural world may evolve. We may finally learn to see ourselves as stewards, not conquerors. Indigenous wisdom may guide a new era of balance and reciprocity. Conservation will no longer be optional. It will be a collective way of life. So what will the world look like in 50 years? It depends. It depends on how we respond to the challenges of today. It depends on whether we choose fear or vision, greed or generosity, short-term gain or long-term good. And most importantly, it depends on how we treat each other. Because all the technology in the world cannot replace kindness. All the progress in the world means nothing if we forget our humanity. So let's imagine, in 50 years, a child born today will be 50 years old. Will they breathe clean air? Will they walk on thriving soil? Will they live in a world at peace? Will they look back at you and thank us? That is the responsibility we hold. And it begins now. We must teach our children not just how to code but how to care. Not just how to win but how to listen. Not just how to compete but how to collaborate. The future will require new skills: creativity, adaptability, emotional intelligence. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today, but the core of what makes us human, compassion, courage, connection, will matter more than ever. We must redesign education not around memorization, but around meaning. We must reform justice not around punishment, but around restoration. We must reimagine leadership not around control, but around service. Because in 50 years, the measure of our success will not be GDP. It will be well-being. It will be dignity. It will be whether we created a world where everyone has a place, a purpose, and a voice. And let's not forget the power of hope. Hope is not naive. Hope is not passive. Hope is the decision to act, to build, to believe. Hope is what carried us through wars and depressions. Hope is what fueled civil rights movements. Hope is what launches rockets, cures diseases, ends pandemics, starts revolutions. Hope is what builds the future. So what will the world look like in 50 years? It will look like what we build today. It will reflect the values we live now. If we protect the planet, it will thrive. If we empower people, they will rise. If we prioritize truth, it will shine. There is no single future waiting for us. There are many possible futures, and the one we get is the one we choose. Let us choose art that uplifts. Let us choose policies that include. Let us choose leadership that listens. Let us choose economies that serve. Let us choose compassion over conquest. Let us choose communities over empires. Let us choose earth over ego. So let us choose wisely. Let us choose unity over division, sustainability over convenience, justice over comfort, imagination over fear. Let us be the ancestors our descendants will be proud of. Let us create a world so beautiful so bold, so brave, that 50 years from now, they will tell the story of us not just as survivors, but as visionaries. This is our time. This is our moment. The future is not a question mark. It is a mirror. And it is reflecting back what we decide today. Let's make it count.